It's Friday, June 2nd, 2023. Let's talk about the news. From Reuters, operation to empty Yemen oil tanker set to begin. Long-awaited efforts to salvage about 1.1 million barrels of oil from a tanker that's been stranded and decaying off the coast of Yemen for years will begin in the coming days, according to the United Nations. Officials have been warning that this tanker, if it splits open, could spill about 4 times as much oil as the infamous Exxon Valdez spilled off the coast of Alaska back in 1989, which would cause untold damage to local ecosystems and Yemeni coastlines in the process. But it was a struggle getting the funds and assets required to drain that oil together, despite warnings dating back as far as 2015 when it was initially stranded by the still ongoing Yemeni civil war. The ship is reportedly at risk of exploding and or sinking, and this is kind of a last-minute effort, but the $129 million needed to extract the oil from the ship has been collected, and another tanker capable of draining and storing the oil has arrived at its location, so it's hoped work will begin soon, and the salvaging process will be uneventful. From Axios, after debt ceiling vote, McCarthy takes a victory lap. A deal to raise the debt ceiling, allowing the U.S. government to pay its bills, has passed the House, with 314 yeses versus 117 noes, a ratio that's being heralded as a victory for both President Biden and House Speaker McCarthy. Neither leader nor most members of their parties are especially happy about the deal, which leaves both sides wanting and pretty much everyone complaining about the specifics. But clearing that hurdle was not a guarantee, as more extreme members of McCarthy's Republican Party were intent on tanking the deal and toppling him from his position as Speaker as well. And this success, rapidly moving the deal on to the Senate, where it may face stiffer procedural friction, would seem to reinforce his credibility as Speaker and as leader of his party in the House. And from Inverse, Webb Telescope spies a huge water plume coming from Saturn's most intriguing moon. The James Webb Space Telescope, which is located about 1 million miles from Earth, has captured an image of one of Saturn's moons, Enceladus, in which a prominent water vapor geyser is evident. That imaged geyser is more than 9,600 kilometers, which is nearly 6,000 miles tall, which is about the distance between Ireland and Japan across the Eurasian continent. And the rate of the vapor being ejected is quite high, which tells researchers a bit more about the nature of these geysers and the salty subsurface ocean that is thought to feed them, but also a bit about how they might contribute material to Saturn's rings. If you're finding some value in One Sentence News, consider leaving a quick review wherever you get your podcasts and or sharing the show with a friend. You can find out more about this show or subscribe to the email version at onesentencenews.com. And you can support this and other related projects, like the Let's Know Things and Brain Lenses podcasts, at understandery.com.